Wagwan, Wagwan, IG family, you're here live on the Roots Reggae Hub, Instagram, Twitter, Roots Reggae Hub family, big up yourself. And we even have the guest of the hour in-house already. This is Irie. I'm going to bring you on in. We are here to welcome a dub poet. Let's just get him in here in the meantime. And this is a piece by me. I know this brother from the poetry world. I know him from the Six, from the T-Dot. And I'm just going to open up with a little piece about Black History Month. Black History Month is an opportunity for me to be free to do me instead of dying in the walls of the T-Dot. I am a true Canadian patriot. Black History Month is a testament that I am worth more than a soldier boy that raps in a video or what you hear on the news or the radio. It wipes away the shame of being a slave and tells me that I am a revolutionary that saves, saving generations from laws of inequality, marching strong against debauchery or superiority, breaking down the race walls of schools, sanctioning women to work in the office or with tools, evolution of transportation and communication, creative integrity that goes far beyond the arts. There is so much my ancestors did impart. Society, we have made incredible contribution. Black History Month is all too short of a retribution. By no means do I point the finger of blame, as my forefather has bestowed me with a good name. Therefore, I am encouraged and can embrace my potential, knowing that I'm heir to a people of such rich credentials. And we are here today to welcome our special guest, who is a dub poet. And dub poetry, the term dub poetry was coined 1976 by Linton Kwesi Johnson. But I don't say it existed then. Dub poetry came back from the griots. It's the sound vibration of the griots of ancient of time. And we have today with us a special brother, a griot, a friend, a performing, hard working artist, Charlie Bobus. Let's just welcome him in. And as we welcome the people that have joined us so far, big up yourself. Poetic Sam, big up yourself. Redskin, yes, big up yourself. Go on with it. So we are here today, Charlie Bobus Wagwan. It's been a minute.
Greetings, Charlie Bobus.
So how are you? How are you? Tell me what the climate's been like for the last 2 years. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a journey, you know.
Yes, I feel you there. It's definitely been a journey, and we're still standing. We've lost many loved ones during this last 2 years, strangely, you know. Lots of warfare in all kinds of ways, you know, mental.
Lost loved ones during the year.
Yeah, man. You know, so even before we go further, let us just give a little moment of silence for those, our ancestors, to welcome them in on board. And as well, I want to just do some housekeeping to our guests that have joined on the live, on the Instagram, on the Twitter. There's a corner there in the right-hand corner. There is a question mark. And big up yourself, those that are on the worldwide family of the Roots Reggae Hub as well. And we are just going to roll within it, you know. I want to ask you, Charlie Bobus, you know, you just heard me drop a spoken word. We know each other for about maybe 10 years back when you were trotting in Canada here. And then there's poetry, and then there's dub poetry.
Yeah.
You have kept this alive. Why did you choose dub poetry? What has drawn you to dub poetry?
Well, I didn't actually choose dub poetry. Dub poetry chose me because I went to an event, you know, to perform my reggae tune. I was doing some reggae tunes. Like I was a dancehall
Yeah.
artist, like roots reggae, and I went to an
What?
event, Jamaica Vibes. It was a poetry and roots reggae event, and I decided to change one of my songs into poetry, and I
Mm.
performed it as a dub poem, and everybody loved it. You know what I mean? And I got an invite to do another show, so I went and did my dub poetry at the other event, and then I got an invite to another event. So I was just like going from one spoken word event to another, and then I got an interview with a newspaper. So I'm like, wow, I have to decide now if I'm gonna really tell them that I'm a poet or I'm gonna be continuing on the dancehall line, you know. So
Mm.
it was just like making a decision based on the fact that the people appreciated the dub poetry, you know.
Wow, for the people, that defining moment that, you know, you had to
Found
choose
dub
that, you know,
poetry
okay, this
as
is
a
where I'm
more
going.
I found
Beautiful.
dub poetry as a more organic way to spread the message, you know, to spread the message of love more than I found it a better vehicle than dancehall because of the corruption, and I saw the direction that it was all heading into, you know.
Wonderful. And it's taken you, and this has taken you many places around the world, many bookings
Yeah,
around the world, you know, and we're going to touch a little bit on that later because, you know, a lot of things changed over the last 2 years, you know, but where, you know, bookings were changed, no, you know, festivals were down, conferences weren't happening, you know, or dates weren't even solid. And all now we're still kind of in it, you know, for the last 2 years. So I know that has impacted many of us, many artists who fully rely on that, on bookings itself, events. You know, we
yeah,
miss.
it definitely has been a major impact on us artists, especially even the dub points more, because from the dancehall and the reggae scene is feeling it, you know, that it's gonna be trickling down little to us, you know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's like
as
again, go ahead.
because dub poetry is one of the forgotten genres of reggae, you know. It's like it's
Mm.
not showing the respect. Same way
Yeah.
like how certain patterns of reggae, like the ska and other elements of reggae, is not really shown that respect nowadays by the youngsters, you know.
Right. And this is something that you've always been on a mission, is to really reach out to the youth. Them, you have really, I would say, during the time of the word edutainment. You remember the word drop? Yeah, yeah. This is
Yeah, man.
definitely you.
Entertaining, entertaining the mind
This is what we were
while
doing, using the spoken word sound vibration to educate. So I applaud you for following your vision, you know. And you know, with the do you have any, I'm just curious to know, do you have any other dub poets that inspire you? Um
in terms of before or now.
before
Like,
or even now? Before or even now.
well, there is a there was a movement of dub poets like myself,
Mm-hmm.
including Ganja and Clayton Lynch. Is my camera stuck?
Come again. Okay, we're back
Master
here. You're
Lynch.
live now. Okay. We're just getting a little bit of delay on the Instagram live. Big up yourself, Twitter, Roots Reggae Up family worldwide. One love, one love. All right. Yeah, we just had a little interruption. Go on with it. You're live. You're live. You're back live. Yeah, yeah. You're then at Jamaica?
Yeah, just a
At
little
Jamaica then?
interruption. Yeah, I'm in Jamaica.
Not Jamaica.
It's
Okay, okay. Because I know, say, yeah, I'm telling you, you're everywhere. Make sure you try that, you know. You were saying, yeah, we had a bit of an interruption, so we didn't really get to hear on the air what you were saying. In terms of the changes, you were talking about the changes. Oh, stop interruption again. Jamaica, yo, it's hard. There we go. Oh, that's him back. There we go. We have you back. You good? It looks like you're live.
Okay, so it's all about.
So again, we're gonna experience a little bit of delay on on your end. Okay, there we go. You're back live again. We're talking to Charlie Bobus live on the Roots Reggae Hub, Dub Poet Griot. Yeah. Big up yourself. Okay, we got you live
Yeah,
again now.
one love.
Big up yourself. Yeah, man. So you were
Yeah,
saying,
man.
because
So,
all of that was not on the air.
well, I'm saying that I was very much inspired by the passing of two of my dub poets peers. My which is called one is called Dub Master Lynch. You probably remember him. He came to Canada. Was also
Okay.
there on tour with me. He's from LSX
During those
Poetry.
times. Okay, he was on tour. All right. Okay, and we're experiencing a little bit more delay live on the Roots Reggae Hub. Instagram, Twitter, Instagram in Jamaica is quite the challenge. Okay, we're back again. We're back. Pull up. Yes, you're live.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So he's no passed away in a vehicle accident.
Oh, okay. Sorry to hear that, Ashe. So these were spoken word artists that you were on tour with.
As I start talking about my
Yes.
talking about my past connection that attack. So are you
But so
hearing
it goes. It sometimes so it
me
goes.
now?
Yeah, so there's a connection in Jay's a little off, but it's good. It's all good. It's all good. I mean, and again, now, in your own words, whether you want to do it in a little dub poetry or if you want to just tell us what is dub poetry to you, what is that sound, power, vibration? What does it mean to you?
Well, to me, dub poetry means rhyming poetry on a rhythm. It's without the rhythm. It's the rhythm could be present. Poetry is rhyming on and to a rhythm.
Okay. Okay, so this is a thing when it goes back to the drumming. So it's really, I would say dub, because when I was doing my research, I'm like they're saying that dub poetry came out of dub music, but in fact the two were hand in hand, and this is something that's been going on for generations and generations. So it was quite interesting to see that. And again, this is what makes dub poetry, is what you're saying. Okay, stepped away. Yeah.
Yeah, that is what
Okay,
stuff.
you're live,
That's what
solid.
makes poetry. You know, the playing of the words, playing of the words, and the
Yes.
way you rhyme, the way the rhythm. It's like dubbing. So it's like dubbing, weaving, dum, 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 with the words. You know, so it's not, you don't even need the rhythm to hear it. You know what I mean? It's like creative energy, creative.
Yes, and actually you just nailed it, because I was going to ask you to just tell our listeners a little bit about your creative energy movement, and yeah, I know there's some other dibs that we'll have at the end of the show, but like your creative energy movement, the book, if you could just share with us what that's about.
Yeah, thank you. It's about the creative energy that is inside of us, that creativity, that spark of energy that is inside of all of us, that just needs that one push sometime just to start off, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, we got a little bit of things. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this opportunity actually to just tap into some of your materials that I've enjoyed over the years. It's timeless in its sound vibration. as I said, during the time that I've known Charlie Bobus, and I actually had you on my show, This Is Your World too, the symposium. And this was something that made just, it was education and entertainment in one. But Charlie Bobus just brought this sound. I'm telling you, you're one of my favorite dub poets. Just love the energy. So we're gonna just move right along into playing that song, maybe Creative Energy. You want to bring that, Shayna? Because I'm sure this is what has taken you through this last 2 years, is putting that sound. I'm telling you, you're one of my favorite. Okay, so we're just gonna get that track, Creative Energy. Are we good for that, Shayna? Okay, Ivy, and you're listening to Charlie Bobus live on the Roots Reggae Hub. We have here an exclusive interview and a feature of his music. So big up yourself, Charlie Bobus. I'm gonna drop the tune. Well, not the tune, the material, or the dub poetry, Creative Energy by Charlie Bobus. Stop what's people on this. Stop all your talent on this. Stop all your tree. Okay, I was gonna say that's not creative. That's the same. Creative Energy by Charlie Bobus. Live on the Roots Reggae Hub. Charlie Bobus has the life of persistence. Use your life lessons. Improve yourself and your residence of patience. Creative energy flowing within you and me. I like to light in the way is the only way you see. Seeking the spiritual electricity. For guide to make the heart and your mind feel free. Creative energy, creative energy, creative energy. Creative energy flowing within you and me. Almighty light in your way is the only way I see. Seeking the spiritual electricity. For guide to make the heart and your mind feel free. Creative energy to take the poor from poverty. We need the youth to open up their eyes to reality. Instead of segregation, tidying up progressively. Yeah. This is Charlie Bobus live on the Roots Reggae Hub. And we are on the live on the platform. So at this present time, we can't play all the music, all the poetry. You have to be clear with that. Just because, we can't play it all out. But you could hear it all played out on the Roots Reggae Hub. We've been playing it all day long. You've been pumping it to Shayna. Shayna's been taking it in. She probably know the album better than me. You know, Irie vibes always. I'm just happy that you just took that road. You know what I mean? Because you might have just got way back in the day with the dancehall vibe. It was, I was doing dancehall, and they were saying slackness sell. So we weren't really looking at conscious vibes right now, and this is timeless. The sound vibration that you have given us that we can use today, that I'm using in my everyday life. I mean, it's powerful. Guantrad, yeah, big it up. I love that too. So, and there's other ways you can use creative energies. What have you been doing with your creative energy during these last 2 years? This connection is naughty.
Why these connections, these?
Okay. Jamaica man. Okay, you're back. I see some movement. Nope, it froze again. So we are live on the Roots Reggae Hub with Charlie Bobus, and we're gonna just run the next track, because truth is that and it dropped it right out. So we're gonna invite him back. But the truth is, when it comes to his sound power vibration, interview or no interview, the vibes are good. So you've been hearing me pumping Guantrad. So Shayna, if you could just run the track Guantrad for our listeners live on the rootsreggaehub.com, Twitter and Instagram. Big up yourself. Thank you for joining. We're gonna get back Charlie Bobus. Jamaica's just being naughty to us for the connection, yo. Go on Tried by Charlie Bobus, live on the Roots Reggae Hub. Come on,
the righteous is the righteous shall lead us, we are right. And the wicked is the wicked shall let him fall.
Big up yourself, Kid Vibes, Kitty Vibes.
Even though you're nothing now, go on, try, even though you're going through a storm. Go on, try, even though the in look high. The most high Almighty one, I guide you and heart. Go on, try, even though you're nothing now, go on, try, even though you're going through a storm. Go on, try, even though the in look high. The most high Almighty one, I guide you and heart. Dude, you know you wanna fight. Dude, man, get twice, try to realize, Jamina, you and I was feeling at the sky.
And that's Charlie Bobus live on the Roots Reggae Hub. We're just getting him to join back in, and hopefully we got a better connection down in Jamaica. Yush! Jamaica, you have to come with it, with the technology. How much inventions Jamaica make. I have to big up, you know, and earlier when I shared, you know, the piece about what Black History Month is to me, like literally, there's so many things that Jamaica has done in terms of contribution that they did deserve proper connection and Wi-Fi, you know? I mean, them come up with cars that run on water and garbage and all that stuff, adapted by a lot of country them, you know? And, you know, so I have to big up Jamaica, I have to big up all the Africans, the First Nation, you know? And we're just trying to get back Charlie Bobus to join us. He's there, he's in Jamaica right now. It's still saying the same note that he's unable to join. It's saying he's on. John, no.
He'll be back in a minute.
Okay, yo. So we're gonna just keep you guys vibing. Thank you for staying with us live on the Roots Reggae Hub. Let's see what we also have. A next piece from Charlie Bobus that I wanted to just take in for you all. Oh,
I like
yes.
the fools don't.
Yes, I think he did this one at This Is Your World. And I'm telling you, the youth really appreciated him. And this is the thing when I say he's the one that coined edutainment. That term was coined in Ontario. And I think he inspired that, truthfully. Edutainment, using education and entertainment all in once. And he was, again, you know, approaching that digital world and getting his music on platforms from there. So run the track, Sheena. Fools by Charlie Bobus. Fools Don't Like Correction. Listen to Live on the Roots Reggae Hub. Run it. Yes.
Is your life the way you want? Try something, don't say.
The man of the hour is back, yo. Charlie Bobus. So we just take that as a jingle.
International Charlie Bobus. Fools don't like correction. Are you heading in the right direction? Is your life the way you want? Try something, don't say you can't. Fools don't like correction. Are you heading in the right direction? Is your life the way you want? Try something, don't say you can't. Hear me, even sing. Nobody give away your life it bling bling. Listen, see how gold it glisten. You will missing. No sell yourself for vanity. You can't carry riches in the grave. So no more out it.
So it go. That was Charlie Bobus live on the Roots Reggae Hub. Big up yourself. Charlie, if I come out because the internet is working no in Jamaica, come on. It slip away. We have Charlie Bobus live on the Roots Reggae Hub, and that was Fools Don't Like Correction. And maybe we could take another excerpt out of that, Shane, and just, you know, play around with that until the man of the hour returns back on the screen. Again, we are celebrating Black History Month, and we're just looking at all the aspects of the roots culture. And we have with us Charlie Bobus live on the Roots Reggae Hub showcase feature today.
In the right direction. Is your life the way you want? Try something, don't say you can't. Who the Almighty loves, he corrects. The wicked he rejects. Blessed are who in his eyes are blameless. Hands are stainless. Love man do evil and them regret. Babylon no stop kill. For them judgment time, it no come yet. Them are afraid. Fools don't like correction. Are you heading in the right direction? Is your life the way you want? Try something, don't say you can't. Fools don't like correction. Are you heading
Yes,
in the right
Charlie Bobus live on the Roots Reggae Hub. Charlie, man, let's see your head come back before the internet drop out. Shade out. Watch about dipping it. Okay, Charlie. We want
Yeah,
reason with
man.
you. Yeah, man. Internet is rolling. It's rolling. It's rolling. So it's good, you know. So yeah, man. So during the time, you know, of the last 2 years, we've been reasoning about that. You know, what have you been doing? Have you been, you know, using that time to create? Have you been connecting with loved ones, family? You know, what have you been doing in the last 2 years, man? It's been a while. I don't even know when to see it because it's just a blur these last 2 years. You know?
Well, the pandemic has caused us to not be able to go and perform as much as we should go and perform. So I've been performing online. I've been doing online festivals and some online appearances. And also I've been focusing on my farm because I have a farm here in Jamaica. So I'm doing some farming. I've been focusing on that, and I've also been working with a friend of mine who makes some comics. I've been promoting his comics. I'll soon show you a little bit of that.
This
Jamaican
is amazing.
comic called The Cat. And I kept like couple events since I got here, and I was kind of in hibernation for a while, you know, because of some personal issues and problems and people who were trying to get at me, you know. So, but otherwise, I was just being virtual, you know, and going online and doing events.
You know, that is Irie, man. That's Irie, you know. I'm telling you, it's just been quite the transition. We've actually gotten more, like, you know, it's so different for us because we miss the festivals and connecting with you guys face to face or whatever the case may be. And here it was that we had, you know, it made us step back and say, you know what, we got to start building the YouTube, right, Shada? And so, and reconnecting with a lot of people. It's been, I don't know if it's bittersweet. It's just been, you know, what it is. It is what it is, you know?
Yeah, it is what it is, you know. You have to, the people are adapting to what they have to adapt to, you know?
Yes.
It's just about using technology to get ahead now. Because it's most of everything is online, you know? So it's like those with certain edges in terms of marketing online will be showing a lot of different figures in terms of eye growth, in terms of Facebook and algorithms and YouTube, especially with YouTube and Instagram. For us creatives, as the culture side of the creative industry, we often got overlooked, you know. So it's all about us to push our art and get our thing out there.
Yeah, man. And you know, played when we played Go and Trad. I could see you, Charlie. I could see, because I don't know anybody that trad like you. You work hard, you know. You work hard, and what I like is the balance. I mean, you've adapted with the digital age that we're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, you've embraced farming. In your solitude in this last 2 years, organic farming, because you're on the planet of organics, man. I'm sure superfoods.
Yeah, organics.
What are you farming?
Straight organic. Well,
okay, what foods are you farming? Because I'm like all about the farming. Everybody know.
Well, some pineapples and pumpkins, and like
I'm doing pumpkin. I did pumpkin over here.
And like even today, got some yam, renta yam, and turmeric, and some.
Beautiful. So it's okay to turmeric as well. That's wonderful. That is wonderful. And then again, on that note, I want to play one of your songs. I keep on saying songs. It is the poetry. I want to play about your nature, about the nature, that peace, river and trees and mountains. If we could run that track, like Tashina, by Charlie Bobus. We're listening to the poet Charlie Bobus live on the Roots Reggae Hub, Twitter, Instagram, Roots Reggae Hub family worldwide. And we're going to run the track Rivers and Trees and Mountains by Charlie Bobus.
Rivers and seas, and trees and mountains. You find your meditation, your motivation. Rivers and seas, trees and mountains, peace and tranquility can be found amongst them. While animals quench thirst that feeds them, human for their children are wash and end. Almighty wonder what works just can't end. Just can't end. Just can't end. Look how everything in order. You have to give praise to the Heavenly Father, the life giver and the maker. He will live forever. Everything is so clever. Sunshine is needed for plants to grow. Yet without rain, nowhere will they go. Your life without but it's just feed your soul.
Yes, and that was Charlie Bobus, dub poet, live on the Roots Reggae Hub, featuring today exclusive interview down in JA, giving us internet matters. But big up yourself, Charlie Bobus. Again, the poetry is just timeless, and nature, as we know it itself, it's timeless, forever, giving us new gifts every day, new horizons, new sunsets. And I love that you bring that pure energy to the vibrations of today and that appreciation, you know.
Yeah, man,
So
it's
again,
all about nature.
go on with it. Are you speaking? Coming like I'm speaking, no? The audio is not there, love. Check your audio. We're live and now the audio. Go on with it. Okay. And you're listening to Charlie Bobus live on the Roots Reggae Hub. My girl, Lady Sharon.
Okay, yeah.
Your hostess. Charlie Bobus, big up yourself. I'm just waiting for you to tap back in. And
Big up yourself.
it's one love. We're back again. All right, proper. And we're talking about nature with Charlie Bobus live on the Roots Reggae Hub, dub poetry, pure good vibes. It's like, yes. Okay, we got you back.
Like a little baby that nature provides for them. The breast, the mother start producing milk at the perfect time when the baby is in need of it. That's how nature provides for a human being. Like in every moment of our evolution, the earth will find a way to give us what we need if we put in the right effort and the right energy and the right work.
Yes. And on that note, I love that you dropped that. We could actually this would be a beautiful time to play the track, Use Your Experience, because that really speaks to pretty much what what you just said there.
Yeah, the experiences of our times, we have to use them to make us stronger, to make us into better persons, not into bitter persons. Don't forget better.
Yeah, that no, for real, it's a serious thing. It's funny when we get tried, like in hard times. It's one of the things. It could be hard times with people to people. It could be hard times with finances. It could be hard times with anything, and you don't want it to change who you are. You have to find that balance, and you have to be able to use that energy wisely. So we're going to just run the track, Use Your Experience by Charlie Bobus. You're listening to Charlie Bobus live on the Roots Reggae Hub, exclusive interview, Twitter, Instagram. Big up yourself.
Big up.
Yeah.
Use the experience and get stronger. Don't sit around and regret any longer. Be careful how you use your anger. Let not the pain make you bitter, just better. Use the experience and get stronger. Don't sit around and regret any longer.
Yes, give me that. Just give it without the rhythm. Still give me a little vibe. I'll give you a
Be
beat.
careful how you use your anger. Let not the pain make you bitter, just better. System set away some time. Make you feel they have to go do crime. Living their dreams and true purpose behind. Persistent, but still them can't find. Exploitation, them not see the sign. Seek in your heart, follow your own mind. Do what you love and get rewards in time. Use your experience and get stronger. Don't sit around in regret any longer. Be careful how you use your anger. Let not the bitter, just better.
Thank
Failure
you.
a natural part of success. You have to make mistake before you learn to do your best. Who not make mistake, not try nothing new yet. Mostly live them whole life in regret. Aim low, reach it. Success them forget. Limit not yourself, just work and go and sweat. The seeds that you want, grow you will get. And the rain not go fall until you get wet. Use your experience stronger. Listen, Lady Sharon, you live longer. Roots Rebel Hub, make you stronger. Use your experience, you live longer. Use your experience, control your anger. Use your experience and get stronger. Charlie Bobus, I tell you, use your experience and get stronger. Do you feel like you get in a fight, yet you know say you do it right? Is someone trying to hold you down for spite, yet you know say you do it right? When the Almighty put your purpose in sight, then He will give you the strength and the might. You'll have to learn from a job or a flight. Lady Sharon, your socks come overnight. Use your experience and get stronger. Don't sit around in regret any longer. Be careful how you use your anger. Let not the pain make you bitter, just better. Use your experience.
I received that. Ashe, ashe. Respect. Wow, this is Charlie Bobus live on the Roots Reggae Hub. And just drop us a little live from Use Your Experience.
Yeah,
we appreciate that. I appreciate that. From the crown of my head to the sole of my feet, I receive that. And those of you that are listening live or listening to the recording, I'm telling you, receive that, because this is a time where we really have to use our experiences, use the last 2 years to get stronger. We have lost too many people. I'm going to tell you something, my brother. I just buried another brother yesterday from an OD. You understand?
Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that.
4 people in 4 weeks. The other one, heart attack, probably stress.
Yeah, and those are my
funny times now.
COVID deaths. I guess they're COVID-related stress death.
Yes, no sea talk. I hear you. Yes, them stress. Systemic stress.
Yeah.
And this is what it is to be a griot, is that, we speak about the times. And this is what you have been doing. You speak about your storyteller, but you're a motivational person. You really know how to really pull people out of this Mary Clay, pull people out of their rut when you really hear the vibration and it's sticking in your head and it replaying in your head. Give thanks.
Give thanks. Much respect.
So what's your thoughts? A lot of people have been asking, I don't even want to touch this topic still. We only have a few minutes, but Black History Month. I don't know if you have any Black History Month poems or Black History poems, But you know, as I dropped earlier today, Black History Month is far too short of a retribution. You know what I mean? It's far too short of a month. However, we don't blame. I celebrated it because I learned so much about who I am during the time. I have been exposed to learning about inventions that my parents didn't know about either. They knew about
Yeah.
some. They were part of even the times. But did they even know who really, really make it? Because a lot of these things were hidden, you know? Do you have anything to say about Black history, my brother?
Well, what I would say about Black history is it's all about the highlighting of slavery. So to some extent, some people look at the fact that they want to perpetuate a continual mentality, you know, a mentality of that slavery mentality. So in terms of revisiting the same memory every year, instead of focusing on the inventors, like you were saying, like the really
Right.
important parts of our history, that is my problem with it. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. I love it. Holiday for us. But it's all about focus on for the month. Do you focus on things that happen and keep replaying a certain script and being in a groove, or are you going to build on something and create a better future? So next year you're saying that this is our Black History Month project, you know. So that my take on it is that we should do more productive things in Black History Month and focus on a lot of the inventions that Black people have made and try to get other Black people to do greatness.
Beautiful.
So
This is why I had to bring you on This Is Your World too back in the day, again, because it's that positivity, that positive vibration that really, really you bring to the table. It impacts all ages, all walks of life. You know, we're looking at now 2022. A lot of this is behind us. We're still standing. What would you say with regards to okay, lovely. We would love to join. What would you say with regards to, you could place any, what would you say with regards to 2022? I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm looking at the question. I'm going to do just a little quick housekeeping. If you want to ask any questions, feel free to put your questions live on the Twitter or the Instagram. On the right-hand corner, there's a question mark, and we will definitely respond to it. And, you know, any things that you want to discuss, big up yourself and just, you know, share yourself. Oh, my sister, you want to talk about hair? I got to bring you on. I'm going to bring you on a hair show because that's a Pandora box that we're going to open up. But as a Rastaman, maybe you could ask a question about your, you know, I don't know, you know, I only know you're the poet, you know, Charlie. Are you a
yeah.
Rastaman? You know, I hear it in your music. I hear the nature. I hear the education, the motivation. What moves you, you know?
Well, what moves me is empowering minds and uplifting the youths. That is what the mission that I go on, you know. That
Yeah.
the thought that the youths are being bombarded every day with negativity and there is no balance of a positive type of music is what drive me to try and to bring about that balance, you know, that change in the mentality through
Right.
the vehicle of music, you know.
Powered. And any projects that you've been up to over the last 2 years and, you know, that we need to listen out to, look out for? I want to leave
Well,
that, you know.
I have a new track. It's called Rasta No. Rasta no. I love fire spread. Rasta them aim off our head. Rasta no. Them want to say we're dead. Think we would have mad after the chops and all they said. Rasta no positivity we spread. Rasta no. Them want to say we're dead. Rasta no. Them aim off our head. Think we would have mad after the chops and all they said.
One mission for reggae. Dub poetry and roots rock. Them looking for the message of love from jam block, philosophical ideas to maneuver the roadblock in times of troubles. Listening lovers rock songs from childhood makes memories comes forth. Garnet Silk and Sizzler, them songs bring comfort. Wanted Buju free, now we look towards his cancer. Not living in prison, but building them own fort. Rasta, no, I love we are spread. Rasta, no positivity we spread. Rasta, no, them aim of our head. Think we would them that at the chops and now they said, not fashion, pretend or fake Rasta. That's a decision for me, but for imposter Rasta. Remember when in school them never accepted Rasta. What's the food we eat? Mac and J Rasta. We spread positivity so they want to block we. Wish they could take away the philosophies of Marley. Can't
Instagram delay. This is Charlie Bobus live on the Roots Reggae. How we've had a little bit of delay. He was just dropping us a little live dub poetry. Big up yourself, Charlie Bobus. You could hear the vibes. I'm telling you, I can't wait to hear that track. When he comes back, we're gonna find out when is he dropping. In the meantime, between time, feel free to drop some questions in the corner. Do we have any questions on Twitter coming in? Anything like that for our brother Charlie Bobus? Oh, it drop out, it freeze out and drop out. This has been quite the trick. Our listeners, again, we are connecting with him in Jamaica. He's definitely a traveler. He's everywhere, bringing the edutainment, bringing upliftment, vibration, sound power, vibration to the youths them. His focus is mainly in the youth. I have a background where I go into the schools and I talk to the youth. As a young mother, I talk about teen sexuality, and these are the areas where you run into a lot of spoken word artists, a lot of dub poets, a lot of people that speak and reach out. So Charlie Bobus has been trodden in Canada, trodden in UK, trodden in Jamaica. Right now I'm there in Jamaica, and we have a little interruption. So we're gonna just run the next track. Is there Mind Made Up? I like Mind Made Up by Charlie Bobus. So we're gonna run that track. You're listening to Charlie Bobus live on the Roots Reggae Hub. One love. Twitter, Instagram, big up yourself. Okay, let's get it back.
Mine has been made up. My plans have been laid. So it makes no sense of persuade. Are trying to get me afraid. Mine has been made up. My plans have been laid. So it makes no sense of persuade. Are trying to get me afraid. Almighty, I pray. Asking why my dreams been delayed. Why from my roots I been delayed. It's because my pain was trained in the wrong direction.
This is real talk. That was Charlie Bobus live on the Roots Reggae Hub, and those vibes in this release in the dub poetry. Why has my life been delayed? These questions are straight that many of us have. Some of us wasn't a reality until the pandemic. All these delays and interruptions, and in town, it challenged us. Some of us rise up and some of us drop out. It's really serious, and it's key for us to rise above this mental slavery, the systemic slavery that they are trying to impinge in this time. In this time, freedom is a must. In this time, truth is a must. In this time, love is a must. You don't know. We're just going to get Charlie Bobus back live before we go tonight. Okay, it's in. Okay, let's try him again and see what's up. What's up? And thank you for those that have stayed on Twitter and Instagram and on the rootsreggaehub.com live. And we are reasoning with Charlie Bobus in Jamaica. Just again, a little bit of interruptions and delays, but at the same time, in the meantime, between time, we're going to look at another track. Did we run Guantrad? We did run this. I love the song. Let's run a plan. These are some of his stuff. He just gives a live on exclusive live a song that is coming out on the Roots Reggae Hub. You'll be able to hear it on the playback, those of you that are joining in. But right now, we're going to run the track from Charlie Bobus, the poetry track, Creative Energy. A plan.
Success follows preparation. You a plan, and a detail to make one. Understand success follow preparation. In this land, you have to have an intention. You fall for everything, if or not understand. You a plan, and a detail to make one. Understand success follow preparation. In this land, you have to have an intention. You fall for everything, if or not understand. When you smile, before you walk, you must jump. Try and do something, no worry if you come. Won't be there to breathe if you don't go plant the crop. What you think? It won't manifest like that. You don't make the man tell you what you want to be. You know what you love, you know what you want to be.
And that was Charlie Bobus live on the Roots Reggae Hub. And when you hear the make no man tell you what you want to be, you have to know what you need to be. And these are realities, and this is the thing that we teach youth, and this is your world too. It gives them this opportunity to just really explore and find ourselves. And we have to shift that even into the virtual world. But it is so great to connect with Charlie Bobus. Regardless of the interruptions, we got a good vibration and an introduction. I want to just thank all of you all that have joined us. We're going to keep on trying to get him on in the meantime, between time, but it's like 6 minutes left to the show, so it's all good. Charlie Bobus, Charlie Bobus. It's Charlie Bobus. You can find him anywhere on all the platforms, Apple Music, you don't know. Big up yourself. Okay. So at this point, Charlie Bobus, I just want to say thank you for making the decision to follow your vision. You have just really brought a timeless word, sound, power, vibration through your dub poetry. I am grateful to be of your acquaintance. I am grateful for your sound, vibration, and your motivation. And I'm going to sign out now, live on the Roots Reggae Hub. And we're just going to sign out with Charlie Bobus, Guantrad. You don't know. Run the track loop. One track by Charlie Bobus, live on the Roots Reggae Hub. I did not put track for that. I know I'm doing something unorthodox, but I have to try. I gotta try. Regardless if the bumpy mob with the bad Twitter. I mean the bad connection. Big up Charlie Bobus. We got it back. Yes. Big up yourself. I kick with the chair and start trying.
One try.
I said, even though we have interruption, we have a
even
try.
though nah, go on try. Even though you're going through a storm, go on try. Even though Instagram are cut off, go on try. Just go on try. Just go on try. Even though you're going through a storm. Youth, you know for all the vibes. Youth, man, get wise and try to realize. You and I, you're not gonna see me in the sky. Baby mother, get up and go and try. Looking at yourself and see the most high, the one who created the earth and you and I, the fish, the tree and everything in the sky. Go and try. And hold your head high. Go and try. Hail King Selassie I. Go and try. Even though nothing now go on. Go and try. Even though you're going through a storm. Go and try. Even though the hill look high. The most high, the Almighty One, I guide you and I. Up in the hill, no vibes me bill. Me sit down on a rock, I will make this still. Me think about the robbing, looting and killing. Me say who I do with them, I do with willing. From the
party, them drink. 15, go on, Trod.
Charlie Bobus, always
Go on,
good
Trod.
vibrations.
Watch
I
out for
miss
them
you. This is his energy. The fire, the energy, the vibes, the light, sunshine always with you all the time, man. Oh, man.
Give thanks for having me, you know.
Yeah, man. You know, go on, Trad, even though there's bad connections. We still speak to the telepathic vibration, you know? As soon as we start Trad, we kick with the chair, you come back on, you know? See how it goes, Jano? You know, big up yourself. You know, Jamaica, they need to give Jamaica better internet connection. Shucks.
Yeah, man. We'll definitely touch base soon, you know.
Yeah, man. I'm looking out for the exclusive. The project that you did. What's the name of the song that you just dropped? The poetry that you just dropped earlier.
It's called Rasta Now.
Rasta Now.
Rasta Dub?
Rasta Dub or Rasta Now?
Rasta Now.
Okay, Rasta Now. Yes.
No.
Rasta Now. You know, see me, I learned the dub poetry because this is like these sounds come from somewhere. like these sounds. Is it like I know you do a lot of conferences and stuff like that, things like that, like poetry conferences, festivals, etc. Like is like the sounds that you make. Is this something? What is this? Is this your itation? Is this African? What is it? I know it's African because you're African. So talk to me about that just a little bit before we run. You see, we should have been content. Because Jamaica go on with it. Can I interrupt the connection? Okay, did you sell? You need one? Oh, shucks. You don't want to know my quote for this. I'm gonna be. I can't say that thing. It rhymes with it rhymes with Sal. How about that? Come on. Well, we've had an Irie vibe, even though there's been the disconnection is there. We are going to connect with Charlie Bobus. We definitely want to hear from him when he's in town, being that the connection is up, but we hope that Jamaica will realize that they have to get better internet connection because it's very fresh and clean, you know, free. But anyways, big up yourself, Charlie Bobus. Thank you again for making the decision to follow your vision. It's been Irie Vibes with you all the time. And for those of you that want to hear more of Charlie Bobus, you could connect with him on CHARLIEBOBUS. I'm going to re-invite him, but at this time, it's been a wrap. It's been Irie Vibes, you know. It's your girl, Lady Sharon, signing out with the Roots Reggae Hub with Charlie Bobus. And if you could just run a track, and for those of you who want to hear the full tracks, tune into rootsreggaehub.com. Oh shoot, how are we for questions? How was Twitter?
No question.
Okay, fantastic. It's a girl Sharon signing out live on the Roots Reggae Hub. One love with Charlie Bobus.
Creative energy flowing within you and me. Almighty light in the way is the only way you see. Seeking the last spiritual electricity. For guide to make your heart and your mind feel free. Creative energy, creative energy, creative energy. Creative energy flowing within you and me. Almighty light in the way is the only way you see. Seeking the last spiritual electricity. For guide to make your heart and your mind feel free. Creative energy to take the poor from poverty. We need the youth to open up their eyes to reality. Instead of segregation, shining up progressively. Instead of building plans with partnerships in industries.
Charlie Bobus live on the Roots Reggae Hub. One love with Sharon.